Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Book Notification Podcast, your go to source for all this week's new book releases. Today, we're diving into the week of January 20th to January 26th, where we've got a massive lineup with over 280 titles hitting the shelves across multiple genres and series. We aim to have a little bit of something for every reader in this podcast, but there is so much that we can't cover it all. Check out booknotification.com to see all of this week's new releases and follow your favorite authors to get notified when their next work is set to be released. As always, we have 10 books to highlight releasing this week. Let's get into them. Get ready for an action-packed ride in the latest installment of the Nathan Stark series, Purgatory Crossing, a gripping historical frontier western by best-selling authors William W. Johnstone and J.A. Johnstone. Nathan Stark is a legendary figure whose name is etched alongside icons like Buffalo Bill Cody and Wild Bill Hickok. Known as the Army's avenging angel, Stark strikes fear into the hearts of outlaws and warriors alike as he battles hostile tribes that not only threaten the nation, but also took his family from him in a brutal act of violence. In the Arizona Territory, chaos reigns as an Apache band terrorizes the land, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. This same group has taken the Navajo chief's children hostage, paralyzing the Navajo scouts who serve the U.S. Army. Tasked with the dangerous mission, Stark and his trusted Crow scout, Moses Red Buffalo, set out to rescue the children. But they aren't alone. Bloodthirsty scalp hunters, lured by a Mexican bounty, are also hunting the Apache. The result is a deadly collision course where the desert landscape will be soaked in blood and courage tested to its limits. Purgatory Crossing will be released on January 21st. Sins of a Husband is an addictive psychological thriller by Fiona Rivers, the pen name of USA Today bestselling author Sandy Lynn. Kat thought she found her happily ever after with Brian, her perfect husband, until his brutal murder shattered her life. Fleeing her hometown of Rockstead, Maine, she starts fresh in New York City with a new job at a prestigious law firm. Life brightens when she meets Oliver Tate, who seems to be everything she's dreamed of, until he suffers the same tragic fate as Brian. As Kat searches for answers, she uncovers a chilling pattern. Other women in the city are losing their husbands under similar circumstances, all connected by a dark secret. In this gripping psychological thriller, Kat must untangle a web of lies and danger to uncover the truth and break free from a nightmare threatening to destroy her for good. Sins of a Husband releases on January 24th. Let's Call Her Barbie by USA Today bestselling author Renee Rosen is a fresh take on the creation of Barbie by Ruth Handler. She was only 11.5 inches tall, but she would revolutionize the world. In Renee Rosen's bold new novel, Barbie is born from Ruth Handler's groundbreaking vision. When Ruth pitches the idea of a doll shaped like a grown woman, allowing little girls to dream beyond motherhood, she sets the stage for a cultural phenomenon, one the world isn't quite ready for. As Ruth assembles her team of creative rebels, including head engineer Jack Ryan and designers Charlotte Johnson and Steve Klein, the pressure mounts to bring Barbie to life. Over the decades, through triumphs, scandals, and personal struggles, they must grapple with the impact of their creation, because Barbie is more than just a doll. She's a lasting legacy. Let's Call Her Barbie will be released on January 21st. Rhys Dillon's DCI Evan Warlow series continues with The Bowman. The edge-of-your-seat crime fiction series is perfect for fans of J.D. Kirk, Simon McLeave, and Peter Robinson. In the wild heart of Wales, terror returns to the Cambrian Mountains. When two bodies are discovered on the desolate moor, fears arrive that a long-forgotten nightmare has resurfaced. DCI Warlow is thrust into a chilling investigation, chasing a murderer who once vanished without a trace, leaving only blood and silence behind. As Warlow's team struggles under mounting pressure, they face a harrowing question. Is this the work of a copycat? Or has the infamous killer known as the Bowman returned? With each grim revelation, the case grows darker, and the unforgiving landscape seems to conspire against them. Uncovering the truth might cost them everything. The Bowman comes out on January 21st. Shadow at the Morgue is the first book in a new series by Cara Devlin. The Spencer and Reed historical mystery series is set in Victorian London and is perfect for readers of Irina Shapiro, Andrea Penrose, and C.S. Harris. Lenora Spencer is no stranger to death. 16 years after her family's unsolved murder, she spends her days assisting her elderly uncle in his London morgue, using her photographic memory to catalog the details of his coroner reports. But when a thief breaks into the morgue and steals a locket from a corpse, Leo's determination to uncover the truth puts her at odds with Detective Inspector Jasper Reed and his firm orders to stay out of the investigation. Jasper has worked hard to distance himself from his East End roots and the criminal ties of his past, now serving as a Scotland Yard detective. The last thing he needs is a perplexing case connecting him to the enigmatic Leo Spencer and her relentless curiosity. Yet as the stolen locket leads them to a trail of suspicious deaths and a buried secret, Jasper reluctantly teams up with Leo. With a dangerous blackmail plot unraveling around them, they must race to uncover the truth before they become the killer's next targets. Shadow at the Morgue will be released on January 25th. Love on Paper is a heartfelt romance by Danielle Parker. The story follows an ambitious teen novelist who must play nice with her talented and annoyingly handsome rival in an exclusive writer's retreat. Macy Descanso is determined to prove she belongs to the prestigious writing retreat, even if her best-selling author mother pulled strings to get her in. When the retreat's unexpected theme turns out to be romance, the cynic in Macy is ready to rise to the challenge, until she's paired with fellow Nepo baby Caleb Bernhard, whose family has a long-standing feud with hers. Despite Caleb's undeniable charm, Macy knows he's off limits, but with a shot at publication on the line, they'll have to set aside their differences. Over 4 intense weeks, Macy and Caleb must conquer writer's block, step out of their parents' shadows, and maybe, just maybe, create a love story of their own. Love on Paper will be released on January 21st. Author Craig Martelle is back with a standalone Alaskan apocalypse novel titled Defiant, a slow-burn journey into a chilling dystopian future, a post-apocalyptic reality that feels uncomfortably close. A blend of Atlas Shrugged in 1984, this gripping tale challenges you to resist, to question, and to join the resistance before it's too late. Who decides what's best for Alaskans? Mandates from above claim to serve the greater good, reduce violence, eliminate hunger, and save lives by dehumanizing the people, stripping them of independence, silencing their voices, and dulling their claws. For Corey Behringer, this fight isn't new. Dragged to Rhodesia as a boy to fight guerrilla wars, his father taught him a brutal lesson. Freedom is priceless, and those without it are doomed. Now, as the slow creep of authoritarian control threatens Alaska, Corey faces a choice: survive in silence or fight back. As the dominoes of oppression fall, Corey must decide whether to stand alone or find allies in a battle against a faceless, ever-growing enemy. Civilization's rules are written by those in power, but is it enough to simply endure? Or is the fight for liberty worth risking everything? Defiant releases on January 20th. One of the biggest releases on the week is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, the third book in the #1 New York Times bestselling series. After 18 intense months at Basgiath War College, Violet Sorengale knows the time for lessons is over. The battle is here, with enemies closing in, both outside their walls and within their ranks. Trust is a dangerous gamble, and Violet must navigate a world of shifting loyalties to protect everything she holds dear. Forced beyond the crumbling Aretian wards, Violet embarks on a perilous journey to seek allies from unfamiliar lands. The mission will test her wit, strength, and resolve, but she's willing to risk it all for her dragons, her family, her home, and him. Yet, a devastating secret threatens to unravel everything she's fighting for. With an army to build, magic to harness, and the truth to uncover, Violet faces an unstoppable storm where survival is anything but guaranteed. Onyx Storms finally hit shelves on January 21st. It's Yellowstone meets Dallas in Janet Dailey's Live for a Million, a soapy saga set against the backdrop of Texas horse country. Lila Colhane is reeling from the murder of her husband, Frank, but her turmoil deepens when she faces Frank's pregnant young mistress, Crystal. With everyone scrambling to profit from Frank's death, including fighting over Lila's cherished ranch, Lila sees an opportunity in Crystal's unborn child, a potential heir. Crystal offers to let Lila adopt the baby, but only for a price. As Lila navigates the upcoming high-stakes Run for a Million reining competition and her complicated relationship with ranch manager and lover Roper McKenna, she begins to question his loyalty. Meanwhile, Detective Sam Rafferty's investigation into Frank's murder expands, with a growing list of suspects, including bitter ex-wives, family rivals, and possibly even the woman Sam loves, Frank's daughter, Jasmine. With the killer still at large, the rivals may destroy each other before justice can be served. Live for a Million will be released on January 21st. Finally, we have A Killer's Code, the third book in the Danielle Vega series. During a high-stakes undercover sting, hitman Gustavo Toro dies in the arms of FBI Special Agent Danny Vega, but not before leaving behind a shocking secret. In the event of his death, Toro recorded a video that promised to expose a mysterious mastermind who has operated unchecked for decades. The catch? Danny and her team must follow a trail of cryptic clues on a cross-country hunt for justice, unraveling a past that's far darker and more twisted than they ever anticipated. As the team races to piece together the evidence, it becomes clear that this powerful adversary will stop at nothing to protect their secrets, including eliminating anyone who stands in their way. With danger closing in, Danny must navigate a deadly game of cat and mouse to uncover the truth before it's too late. A Killer's Code releases on January 21st. That's our 10 books for this week. Until next time, you can check out booknotification.com. Book Notification offers an easy way to track your reading lists, follow your favorite authors, and never miss a new release. Our website is completely free to use, and it's packed with features to make your reading life easier. You can follow your favorite authors and get notified whenever they release new books. We send out an email every Tuesday with a list of fresh releases from the authors you love, but that's not all. You can track your reading progress, mark books as read, rate and review them, and even import your data from Goodreads, Calibre, Libby, and more. Want to discover something new? Check out Reader's Roulette for book recommendations, or use our personalized book release calendar to stay up to date with the latest titles. You can even tag books with custom labels, just like on Goodreads shelves, and get tailored recommendations for what to read next based on your current book. Whether you're looking for books in publication or want to see them listed in chronological order, we've got it covered. Plus, all of our authors are audited by real people, so you know the information is accurate. So why not give it a try and join the thousands of readers already using our site to stay on top of their reading game. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week with another 10 books.